So here I have come with another episode from the chapter nutrition. Okay. So if you missed my previous episodes in biology, okay, that I have discussed about the what is autotrophic nutrition, what is heterotrophic nutrition, okay, the process of photosynthesis, okay, as well as what is actually the saprophytic nutrition, holozoic nutrition, okay. So that type of things I have discussed in my all previous episodes. So subscribe my channel, and if you can follow my channel, okay, I am giving you the guarantee that the concepts of this chapter will be clear. And if you want the notes from me, then you just write in comments. Okay, so I will mail you the notes, and it will be absolutely free of cost. Okay, so my intention is to clear the concept so that you can appear in examinations and score good marks, and also you can be successful in any competitive exams. Okay, so now today moving the next. Okay, one just amoeba. Okay, the nutrition of amoeba. Very simple. Amoeba is an organism of unicellular organisms. That means only one cell is there. Okay, so one number of cells is there. One number of cells is there, and then the cytoplasm is there. Okay, so what will happen? The amoeba will extend. Suppose it will first identify the where the food is, then finger-like projections will be created. Okay, and what will happen? That part, in that part, the cytoplasm will be channelized, and it will move in that direction. Okay, that finger-like projection is known as pseudopodia. Okay. Pseudopodia. Okay, this finger-like projection, okay, which actually helps the amoeba to move from one place to other place. Okay, that is known as pseudopodia. Okay, so it will just come very near to the food. Okay, and what will happen? It will now surround the food. Okay, so it will take the food inside the vacuoles. Okay, it will now take the food, or you can give here. Take the food inside the vacuole, okay, inside the cell, and what will happen? The digestive enzyme. So first, that is the ignition. Okay, that process completed, taking the food. Okay, pseudopodia help the amoeba to go near to the food. Okay, then what will happen? Then it will take the food inside the cell membrane. Okay, or inside the cell, a vacuole is there. So that is the process of ingestion. Okay, now the enzyme will come, will be secreted, will come to digest the food. Digestion process completed. Now after digestion, what will happen? It will break into the simple form. So that is known as absorption. Okay, so that absorption will take place, and then burning of food, assimilation to release the energy, which will help amoeba, okay, to get energy. Okay, and next the undigested part of the food. This is the cell membrane of amoeba. So there will be a rupture of the cell membrane, and this undigested food will coming out from this. Okay, so this is how the amoeba actually. So first it will take the food in the process of ingestion. Okay, then what will happen? Digestion. Then what will happen? Absorption. Then what will happen? Assimilation, so that it can get the energy from the food. Then the undigested food will come out from the cell membrane. Okay, so it will come out from the cell. Okay, of amoeba. Okay, so this is the total nutrition process of amoeba. Hope you understand it. Now we will move forward. The main part, that is the nutrition of human, or human nutrition. Okay, human nutrition. So human nutrition also have the same steps. First, we have to take the food. Human mean we. Okay, that we have to take the food. Then the food starts digestion. Okay, a part of it will be digested inside our mouth only. There, and then to the esophagus it will move. Okay, it will go to the stomach, then from small intestine. Okay, so this is a long process. Okay, that means the digestion of the food, okay, will take place. So three type of food needs to be digested: carbohydrate, protein, fat, that I have discussed in my previous episodes. So if you missed, you can see that. and it will be converted into the simple form. The carbohydrate will be converted into glucose, fructose or galactose. The protein will be converted into amino acid and the fat will be converted into fatty acid and glycerol. Now how the digestion and nutrition process takes place in human, let me discuss one by one. Okay, so first, what will happen? Mouth. We have the mouth. So we will take the complex food or the solid food inside our mouth. So what is there inside our mouth? There are two things. One is our teeth and this is our tongue. Inside our tongue, the gland is, salivary gland is there. Okay, saliva is there. Okay, now what happened? We have 4 type of teeth. Okay, premolar, molar, canine and incisor. Okay, so 4 type of teeth are there. Okay, premolar, molar, canine and incisor. So the teeth help us to cut anything, any food, okay, or to chew the food. Okay, so that what will happen? The function of enzymes which will be added after that, okay, which will mix with the food after that, it should be easier. Okay, the function of enzyme should be easier. So the first basic function is to chew the food. Why? Because we are crushing the food, we are pasting the food, okay, by the help of our teeth, okay, so that the enzyme can mix it properly, okay, and can digest it properly. It will be easier for the enzyme to digest the food. Okay. Now the thing is that another, so it is teeth. So another is there, that is our saliva. Okay, saliva. It's a very important thing. So we have our tongue. So on the tongue there are the salivary gland. Okay, so saliva will mix with the food. It will make the food slippery so that we can swallow it properly. Clear? We can swallow the food. It will mix with the food and make the food slippery so that we can swallow. Okay. Now, only no proper enzymes are present in saliva. Okay. Only 2 enzymes are present in saliva which can digest the, partially digest, I can say, the boiled starch. Okay. Boiled starch means what? The bread. Okay. Or the puffed rice. Okay. Like that. Okay. The boiled starch. Okay. So, why, so these questions also may come, okay, in the examination. Why we feel a little sweet in taste why we feel a little sweet in taste if we chew boiled starch for some time. If you don't have this experience, you can experience it today only. Okay, so take some boiled starch, a bread, okay, or any puff rice, chew it for some time, okay, inside your mouth. You will feel a little bit sweet in taste. Okay, we are not adding any sugar or something, anything which is sweet in taste, but we will automatically feel after chewing for some time a little bit sweetness. Okay, why? Because in saliva there is, okay, 2 enzymes are there. Okay, ptyalin and maltase. 2 enzymes are there. Ptyalin and maltase. Okay, in our saliva there are 2 enzymes, ptyalin and maltase. So what we will do first? The boiled starch. Boiled starch will react with ptyalin and it will be converted into maltose. Okay, and maltose will react with maltase to convert into glucose plus fructose. Okay, so both are sweet in taste. That's why we will feel a little bit sweetness after chewing the boiled starch for some time. Okay. So what is the function of the saliva? The function of saliva, it will mix with the food. Clear? Now what will happen? So that and make the food slippery so that we can swallow it properly. Okay. Otherwise it will be difficult for us to swallow the hard food. Clear? Next what will happen? Also in case of the digestion process, saliva have some contribution. Okay, what is the contribution? The saliva had two enzymes present, a small amount. Okay, that is what ptyalin and maltase. Okay, so what will do ptyalin? It will react with the boiled starch, not the ordinary starch, the boiled starch. Okay, and it will convert the boiled starch into maltose. And the maltase will react with maltose and make it glucose, a little bit of fructose. Okay, so a little bit of glucose and fructose will be formed, a little bit digestion will take place. That's why we will feel sweet in taste. Okay, so this is the all part what is happening inside our mouth cavity. Clear? So next. Next, the tube is known as esophagus. Okay. Okay, esophagus or food tube. It is also known as food tube. So, when we swallow, this part is known as the esophagus. Okay. So the slippery, the food is very slippery, so it will move. It will enter into the esophagus. Okay, and there is a continuous contraction and expansion of the muscles of the esophagus. Okay, so suppose this is the esophagus. So this will first contract. Okay, and give a pressure on the food. The pressure ends, so the what? The food will move in downward direction. And where it will move, it will be expanded. The food will come here. Next, what will be there? It will be now contract, and then the food will move here, and then it will be expand. So continuous contraction and expansion of the muscles of the esophagus. Okay, what will happen? The food will move downwards. So this type of movement of food is known as peristaltic movement. Okay, peristaltic movement. Peristaltic movement. Okay, so this type of movement of the food through food pipe or esophagus towards the stomach is known as what? Peristalsis movement. Okay, so peristalsis movement, if this question is also important for the examination. So the movement of the food, okay, through the esophagus tube towards the stomach from the mouth cavity, okay, due to the continuous contraction and expansion of the muscles of the esophagus is known as peristalsis movement. Okay, peristalsis movement. Now we can see this is what? This is the esophagus. Inside the esophagus tube is there. Okay. So in the esophagus tube, okay, we have the tracheal ring that is surrounded the esophagus tube. We have, this is the tube, we have the tracheal ring like that. Okay, in the front of our neck, we can see that. Okay, so what will happen? The contraction and expansion is going on, but we cannot see it from outside because the guard is there. Okay, that is tracheal ring. The guard is there so that we cannot see that contraction and expansion of the muscles of the esophagus. Okay, and peristalsis movement occurring. Now the food will enter in our stomach. Okay, and there the HCl acid will be secreted. Some enzymes will be secreted. How the carbohydrate food will be digested there because no carbohydrate enzymes will be secreted. Okay. So how the digestion process will take place in the stomach, and from there again the food will enter in the small intestine. Okay, and after complete digestion, then it will be absorbed. Okay, so step by step, okay, I will discuss everything. So continue to watch my channel. Okay, so in the next episode I will discuss the digestion process in our stomach.